Hari Om and welcome to all the Divine Atma Jyotis to today's AVSC Satsang. Today, our focus will be on shloka 22 of Advaita Makaranda. So, in shloka 22, the Kavi is essentially saying, my existence is my very nature, not a mere attribute. So, let us first chant the shloka and start discussing the questions. Would anyone wants to volunteer to chant and begin? Rajita ji, would you like to? Okay, maybe Rajita ji is not there. How about Shilpa ji, would you like to?
Okay, ji, I will give a try.
Yeah.
स्वरूपमेव मे सत्वं न तु धर्मो नभस्त्ववत् नभस्त्ववत् मदन्यस्य सतो भावान् हि सा
Nahi.
जातिरिष्यते
So because in na, then nahi sa jatirishyate.
मदन्यस्य सतो भावान् न हि सा जातिरिष्यते. My existence is my very nature, not a mere attribute, just as space doesn't possess spaciousness, but simply is. Since there is no existence apart from me, this beingness can't be classified as a separate category.
If you can also say the word by word.
You want me to read word by word, Vijayji?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Swarupam, own nature. Eva, only. Me, my. Sattvam, being existence. Na tu, not but. Dharma, dharma is here referring to attribute or quality. Nabha, sky or the space. Tvavat, like. Madanyasya, other than me. Satah, of existence or being. Abhavat, because of absence. Na hi sa, not indeed that. Jatihi, category or species or nature. Ishyate, is admitted or accepted.
Hari Om Rajani ji. We are contemplating shloka 22 today. Yes, Shilpa ji. So you want to share your viewpoint on the shloka as this, or you want to use the questions as your guide?
I will use shloka only, Vijayji.
Sure.
We'll move to questions. So Kavi here is referring to the existence as it is, as the way it is. For example, when I refer to my body, who am I? Can I say I am this flesh, I am this body? Can I say I am I'm an engineer? Can I say I am participant in this satsang? These are only the qualities which we assign or which we um, um, define that person that point of time. But the true existence is my very nature that comes. I mean, that is the natural existence of me. So, though when I'm referring to, I'm just referring to in terms of the context, but the true existence is the Paramatma itself. Because here Kavi is taking the example as space. Space is, when I say space, when I say me, because ultimately we are talking about um, everything, everybody as uh, one ball of energy. Um, when I say space does not possess, again the same example he's attributing here. Space means it is by existence space itself. We can't describe it by saying that it possesses space. It contains that space, because space is by itself space. So basically, what I'm trying to interpret from this shloka is, whatever we are tagging, uh, the identification to something is just a mere explanation about it in the physicality, but ultimately that is not something which we get which we should not get stick to, where we have to understand the real truth. This is what I understand from this shloka, Vijayji.
Okay, very nice. Um, would you like to also take the questions and go and
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah. So the first question, what is the reference of beingness? Is Kavi referring to body? Um, beingness, again, when I said beingness, what do I possess, or how I am? Uh, uh, you know, that is what is Kavi referring to, but that is not. That is just a mere identity in terms of physicality. That is what I'm. That is what I understand the answer for that first question.
Hmm. Okay, so let's examine that closely. So, if I ask you the question, what exists? And I ask you, Shilpaji, what exists? What would be your answer?
Um, okay, what exists? Which context it is?
Simply, okay, so for example, does the tree exist? Does the mountain exist? Does the star
Huh,
exist? Does
huh.
the planet exist? Do you exist? So, like that, what exists truly?
Okay, truly, when I answer, I will say everything exists. But what is everything here is the catch. Um, Today I am there. I am seeing my house. I am participating in this satsang. I may be there physically. I can say I am existing, but even without me, this is existing, right? So when I say what exists, um, I can say uh, uh, which I don't, which I'm not able to put it in words, but I can say everything exists, Vijayji.
Okay, so now there are two important words there, or rather three. What exists truly, right? So, and also, if you look at the shloka, Kavi is finally saying there is no existence apart from me. Then why is he saying like that? If you say that this existence is there without me also, why is Kavi saying there is no existence apart from me?
Huh. That is the catch. When I say when the existence is there without me, what is me I am referring to? If
Hmm.
I am referring to me as a physicality,
Hmm.
then definitely uh, we can say the existence is separate. I am separate
Hmm.
in that physicality context. But if we detach from that physicality, so uh, when I say me, if I detach myself from the physicality, so I am there. uh, when I was small, I am there. When I'm big, I'm there. When I was not born also, I was there. But when I remove that physicality attachment, so that whatever I'm saying I am, that becomes part of the existence.
So the I am is existence, is what you are saying.
Yeah, when I say I am, not that body physicality or mind physicality.
Hmm.
Yes, I am referring to that existence. Yes.
Okay. So, and that is what is being. What does the word being bring to your mind?
um Being is a quality, is something I feel, I being harsh at this point of time, I being fat, the qualities which we attach is what I feel it is being because existence, when we say existence, how do we describe? Maybe my question when I asked about why Kavi is talking about blacklisting the things instead of whitelisting, probably that might be the answer. When we say existence, describe existence, right? When we attach the description to the existence, we should not get confined by the description. Only when I see that, I should not feel that existence is there. So I feel existent being, describing that existence, what Kavi is trying being, I don't think we can even describe that. That is what I consider being as a possessive thing, or the describing element of that, Vijayji.
Okay, so you gave good examples. I being harsh, I being soft, whatever, right? So,
Yeah.
so it's some quality. So some quality that is exhibited, and you are ascribing that to someone. Okay, so hey, this person is being very harsh. This person is being very soft. So like that, we notice certain outward behavior, and we ascribe that to that particular person. Correct?
Yes.
So now, is it possible to say existence is something that is always exhibited?
Okay. Always exhibited. When we say it is exhibited, the next question is how it is exhibited. Um, um, yeah.
For that, I will ask a simple question. Do you exist?
Uh, Maybe. Um, yes, of course, I do exist.
You exist. Is there any doubt about it?
No doubt.
Okay. How did you learn about your existence? Did anyone come and tell you you exist?
Um, how did I learn about my existence? Maybe after I joined this satsang, I'm trying to understand the real me.
Yeah, you're understanding the real me by
Huh,
separating the unreal me. That is
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But about your own existence, even before coming to the class, did you have a doubt? You may have had a incorrect understanding about which me, but about your existence, did you ever have a doubt?
No, I never had a doubt.
You never had a doubt. So then it must be something quite natural. A feeling of existence must be quite natural, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is quite natural, but probably we tend to uh, attach it to 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 quantify it. Probably that is something which I'm considering as beingness. Maybe I'm wrong.
So the being, the existence is your very nature, and the reference is to the awareness, the consciousness, not to the body. Body does not exist in the sense of it is not there permanently. There is no body after some time. The body that was there when you were 5 years old is no more there. So the body does not exist in that sense. There is something else that exists because of which body
Hello.
could be present.
Yeah.
So the references, there is an existence much like space. Because space exists, objects can appear in the space and disappear. Space is like that existence on which all other things are appearing. Is the distinction clear, Ji?
Yes, Ji. But what is beingness, Vijay Ji?
So you, as consciousness, you're always there. You are not born, you're not going to die. Birth and death is not for you. You are that ever present like space on which everything else is appearing. You exist, and because you exist, anything else in your life can exist. If you are not there, there is no way to say something else exists. If you did not have the quality of existence, if you did not have the very nature of existence, you cannot say something else exists. There is no way. Are you able to see this distinction?
So then we are again bringing to the point of Advaita. So because I am there, I am seeing that means without that we can't realize there is a true existence. Vijayji, is that what you are trying to say?
Your question is not clear to me. Can you clarify?
When you said because you are there, you are seeing that there is existence. Is my question, first of all, is my understanding right about your question, Vijayji?
So, okay, let's, yeah, I think I'm getting, to clarify, I'll give you some instances. See, for example, in your life, whatever situations that have happened only because you were there, or some of the situations have come into your awareness because somebody came and told you. And in all those circumstances, what you call as my life, my experience of life, if you, the conscious being, wasn't there, who was there to understand this? Can a dead body understand all these?
Mm-hmm.
A dead body cannot understand. So the consciousness is the root of all this awareness. So, which means that if that was not there, who is there to give meaning to your life? What you call as yourself, an incorrect understanding of me as the body and the mind, even looking at it from that viewpoint, I am this person. For this person to have a meaning of life, if there is no consciousness, how can this person understand life? Is the distinction clear, Ji?
Vijayji, sorry, I have a network glitch. I lost you.
No, we, no, I also
Sir,
sorry.
sir, your voice froze for a while, so we couldn't hear.
Oh, okay. So, Shilpa Ji, what I was saying is, if if let's say I think of myself as a person, like this body and the mind. So this person, to have an understanding of life, if there is no consciousness, how can this person have an understanding of life? Is it possible?
Mm, that is where I'm coming to one more. I'm again getting into confusion now. So,
Mm.
are we saying without my existence, physicality, can't I uh, uh, um, naturally know the existence? Is this needed to know the real existence? I'm getting into confusion now, Vijayji, to for your point.
Okay, so by existence, you may be thinking of all the objects around you. Is that correct?
No, I am thinking only by my experience. When you said my experience,
Mm.
when how will you experience when you are not there? So I'm referring to me as my physicality. I'm referring to. Uh, so are we saying without me here? Are we saying this physicality because of that only we can realize the entire existence, or are we saying the consciousness, the higher me, without that can't we realize the existence? I'm not able to understand, Vijayji.
Let's take a simple example. Let's say for a moment you are not there. Is it possible for you to know whether life happens outside of you or not? Let's say you are not there. If you
Hmm.
are not there, does it even matter whether life is happening or not?
Mm. Yeah, if I'm referring to me as yes, myself, yes, it doesn't matter if I'm
It
not
doesn't
there.
matter, right? So, which means that life has a meaning only if you are there.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which you is permanent in that story is the only distinction we are trying to draw here. What is being referred as beingness? Is the body being referred as beingness? Is that what exists? The body is a temporary appearance and disappearance. That does not exist in that sense. In a sense, if I have to really say it, it exists momentarily, but impossible to pinpoint that moment. As you know, every moment this body is changing. What is a moment is itself a amazing mystery. Is moment a second? You can split it into microsecond, millisecond, nanosecond. You
Yeah,
can
it's
keep,
a time dimension. Yeah.
right? Time dimension is impossible. So what is a moment? So therefore, it exists in a moment, just as a rough understanding. But if you want to become very precise, impossible. So this body, in that sense, it exists in a moment and doesn't exist in the next moment. When I use that, it seems as if the same body is existing because for you, you are not able to notice the change moment to moment. But if you are, let's say, one of your friend who meets you after 2 3 months, they notice the changes. Hey, you become fat, you become tall, you become lean, whatever, right?
Hmm.
So what is changing, that also exists, but momentarily.
Hmm.
So that's the material existence. However, who is giving the meaning to the material existence? Is the material existence by itself able to understand itself?
No, no, I am attaching the meaning identity.
And who are you in that?
Uh, Non-consciousness or my body. Okay, now I'm trying to understand. Okay, it might be consciousness.
Not might be. Please think about it. See, there are three things that you can broadly look at yourself as: body, mind, and consciousness. Is the body able to know things?
I mean, body also can able to feel things. Yes.
It brings information, but is the body aware of itself?
By itself, no.
No. So the ability to know the body must be coming from somewhere else. Does
Hmm.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. How about mind? Is same question. Is the mind aware of itself?
No.
No. So among these three things, body, mind, awareness, this third entity, awareness, must be the only thing that is allowing these two to become aware. The light of awareness is shining. So you feel as if the body is conscious. But at the time of the death, the body is still there, but there is no interaction. Something that was present, which was making the body become alive, which was making the body discuss things, which was giving the power of awareness, the consciousness, is no more operating through that body. So through this, you can clearly see that it is the awareness or the consciousness that is powering the body and the mind to be conscious. First of all, is that acceptable?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. So, which means among these three, who are you?
Vijayji, I think I again lost you.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Now you are audible, Ji.
Among these three, who are you? Body, mind, and consciousness. Who are you?
Definitely that awareness. I can say I am that. But momentarily, at even interval of time, it might be body and mind.
Actually, space always exists. Just because something appears in the space doesn't mean that the space has disappeared.
Yeah.
So it is not that momentarily you become the object and suddenly you become the consciousness. No, you're always there, like space. It's a misconception or a misunderstanding or a wrong understanding that the space is disappearing. Is the space ever disappearing?
No.
No. So you can say that in the space the object is appearing. So when the focus is on the mind, through the mind, the material existence is given the importance. Then you say, oh, that exists, this exists, mountain exists, star exists, all that you say exists. But do they really exist?
Yeah, when we think about the other analogy, it won't. I mean, no, it won't exist.
Because ultimately, now tell me one thing. Let's say you're seeing your room, somewhere you're sitting, you must be seeing your room. Where are you seeing your room, Ji?
Within my eyes.
Within your eyes? Is it within your eyes that you're seeing?
Yes.
Is eyes enough to see? So then in front of a dead body, I open the eyes. Can it see?
No.
So then where are you seeing the room?
Oh, it's a very tough question, Vijayji.
No, very easy. Not tough at all. Very easy. See, through the eyes, signals come to your brain, and from there it goes to the mind, and from there it connects to you, the awareness. You're seeing all this room within you. Have you ever seen anything outside of you?
I mean, when no, actually, everything happens within us only. We
Within not us,
perceive it is
within
outside.
you.
Yeah,
There
within
is no
me.
us.
Yeah,
There is
yeah,
only
within me.
you.
Yeah.
Within you. So all that you have ever seen in this life, you've seen within you. Where does that mountain exist? Within you. Where does that star exist? Within you. Where are all these galaxies existing? Within you. If you are not there, who is there to give existence to these objects? So you are the very basis of existence. For the material existence to happen, you are the basis. For these objects to appear, like how space is the basis, without space there cannot be objects. Without you, the existence, whose very nature is existence, you, whose very nature is existence. See, when you use the word Sat, Chit, Ananda, Sat means truth, Chit means consciousness. Truth means what? You always exist. There is no time when you did not exist. Sat means you always exist. Which you, not the body you, not the mind you, but the consciousness you. So Sat is your very nature is existence. Chit means your very nature is consciousness. To be aware of something, to know comes because you are there. Knowledge comes because you are there. Please notice, as a small child, who learnt the language? Who learnt the language to speak as a small child? Did your parents teach you?
Yeah, of course, teaching, everything happens, but it is that at that moment the child has learned.
No, go a little deeper. Let's say you are a small baby, you're a 6-month-old baby. Can your parents come and teach you what language is spoken at home, your mother's place, Shilpaji?
Telugu.
Telugu. Could they have come and taught you Telugu?
Yes,
How?
by interacting with my with me, showing gestures, I mean through senses basically.
Sure, they simply can make sounds, they simply can make gestures, but ultimately, who connected the dots and created knowledge out of that?
It's my mind, or my
Is it
maybe
your
my
mind?
consciousness.
If you were not there, the conscious being,
Yeah,
can anything be learned?
no, can't be.
So, though somebody else may be making the sound, ultimately it is you who's creating knowledge.
Yes,
Even now, I'm simply making sounds. It is you who's giving the interpretation. Can you see that?
yes, Ji.
So, without you, where is the meaning for all this then?
Yeah. So basically, the consciousness is, I mean, is making us realize there is existence. So actually, consciousness is is existence by itself. So I'm seeing,
Consciousness is existence, correct.
yeah,
And making us realize there is no us. Ultimately, depending upon which viewpoint you take, if you take
yeah,
the body mind viewpoint, yeah, there is us, there is multiplicity. But in the reality, there is only you. Where do I exist? Where do I exist?
where do I exist?
No,
Eh,
where do I exist right now? You're seeing me, right? Where do I exist for you?
For me, you are existing virtually.
But within you, right?
Yes. I mean, when I
So,
say me, uh, in the material understanding, I said, but yes, absolutely, it is within me.
in the final analysis, see, there is a confusion happening because, I have a body as a boundary.
Yes,
When I take body as a boundary, I see outside and inside.
yes,
Outside of body, oh, that is there, that is there. Inside of body is me. Outside of body is others. That's just a confusion because of incorrect understanding. In the final analysis, whatever you are seeing, whatever you are hearing, smelling, touching, tasting, all of that, these are the five senses through which information comes, our
yeah,
signals come. And the signals themselves have no knowledge. Signal is simply a signal. Somebody has to interpret the signal and
mm,
create knowledge out of it. Who's creating the knowledge out of it? It is you. So where do I exist right now for you? Within you.
Yeah.
So where does all this material existence itself is existing right now?
Again within me.
Again within you. So who is larger than the visible universe then?
I can't say large or small. I think it is one.
Who is larger than the visible universe right now? Do you
It's
have a
me.
problem
It's
in
me.
seeing any object? Do you become small when you're seeing a big mountain? When you see yourself as a body, in relationship to body, you say that mountain is large, I am small. But now, in this way of understanding life, where you are the consciousness, are you smaller than the mountain?
Actually, no.
No. Are you smaller than that galaxy?
Actually, no.
Is there any limit for you to see any number of objects?
No. No limit.
So that's why you are bigger than the biggest, infinite.
Yeah.
How infinite cannot be imagined.
I'm getting goosebumps, Vijayji. Yes.
And as pure consciousness, you're smaller than the smallest. You're zero also. Zero also is not a number that you can imagine.
Yeah.
So is all this discussion bringing clarity?
Yeah. Yeah. Dvaita. Advaita to Advaita.
Yeah. Whenever I use the body as me, that causes naturally a Dvaita Bhava. I and the world. Wonderful. Um, yes, Nandini.
Vijayji,
Yes, Amma.
I'm having one question now. You have clearly shown that uh, we are infinite. Okay, I is infinite.
Yeah.
Okay, and afterwards you have told zero is also there.
Yeah.
Kindly prove it. Zero, you show me.
For example, when there are no objects, like in the deep sleep, can you say how small the consciousness is?
Consciousness is there. No, that time also it
It
is
is
there,
there.
but
It is
yeah, it
there.
is there.
But because there are no objects to be seen, see, when you're seeing the objects, you can say, look, it must be larger than the visible universe.
Yeah.
The visible universe itself is so huge. And
Yes, correct.
and all of this is seen within you. So which means you can say easily, you must be larger than that. In that sense.
But not comparison, but it's always Ananta only.
Ananta. And what zero
Ananta.
means? What zero means?
Mm.
You cannot put a size to it. Zero also cannot be a particular number. Zero is not a number. Show me zero
Mm.
objects. Show me zero. You cannot show
We want to
zero.
become a zero only, no? Otherwise, we are C. Only we are C. We have to fool that this one infinite. We want to become infinite, no? C is half.
Okay,
English
so
C we are writing, no? C.
no, I'm not clear what you are saying. Can you repeat or reframe your
In
question?
English alphabetic C, Vijay. C is always half, no? C.
C is half. Okay.
C is half. We want to become infinite, full. We want to become. No, now we have proved that you are full.
You are full
You
in the
have made
sense
us
that
full.
all of this
Yeah.
material existence is happening within you.
Yeah.
So it also infinite and zero are nothing but
Mm.
two sides of the same coin. Both cannot be mentally seen.
Yeah.
Because, see, the smallest object in the universe is also contained within you.
Yes, correct, correct.
So, which means that you must be smaller than the small object.
Yeah, definitely.
So, like that it is.
Today's class is very nice, Vijayji. I can't reach actually infinite. We are telling Ananta. But I not reached that. Today, you have made me to reach that level. Thank you very much.
No, I did not make you reach. I only clarified.
Ultimate.
No, I only clarified.
Always I'm
I only
thinking about only
clarified a
see.
misunderstanding. That's all.
Mm,
You are already, see, you cannot make someone infinite. Please understand this. Please notice this.
mm,
You cannot make someone infinite. So, infinite means what? It is something beyond measures. How then, if I say I'm going to make you infinite, which means that the moment let's say it is some x, I make it x plus 1,
mm.
then
Yeah,
suddenly it means that there must be something bigger than x plus 1. So you cannot make someone
definitely.
infinite. It must already be infinite. You can point to
Mm,
that.
yeah.
So all that we are
Always
doing here
I'm
is
thinking
pointer.
about half see.
When I think of myself as a C, I'm incomplete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I have to fill that. So fulfillment.
yes. Yeah, fulfillment.
Yeah.
Very nice, no?
Yes.
Fulfilled.
Fulfilled.
Great job. Great job. To fill the sea.
Yes.
Vijayji, I have a question.
Yes, G, please.
Uh, yes, I'm the pure consciousness, and without the consciousness, it is nothing. But still, I need the instrument, which is body mind, to experience.
Okay. So what is the question there?
So even the consciousness is always there. But what if this instrument is not there? Then there is nothing for me. How
Correct.
do we interpret that?
You exist. Whether the body exists or not, you exist. That is the whole point. In deep sleep, there is no world, there is no body, but you continue to exist. So your existence is never disturbed.
No, agreed. But don't I need this body and mind to experience that
That is
consciousness?
correct. No, 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 no. That is a whole misunderstanding. You're saying the body is aware of the consciousness. Through the body, through the jnana, you are becoming aware of your own true nature. That's all.
Through the
See,
body, through the
ah,
body and the mind.
but the body is
Suppose,
not aware of the consciousness. You are
huh,
aware of you are aware of the body. You are aware of the mind.
correct. But still, I need this instrument now for that to happen.
Yeah, who's saying it is not needed? Who's saying that body and mind are not necessary? The discussion is not about whether the body and mind is not necessary. The discussion is about what exists. The material
Mhm.
existence, the body and the mind, is a temporary existence. Kshanika, momentary. Moment to moment it exists. The body that was there 5 years back is no more there. In a gross timeline, you can understand. But actually, moment to moment also, it is changing. The mind
Mhm.
with which you entered this satsang today is no more there. In that mind, certain changes have already happened.
Mhm.
Moment to moment, body and mind are flowing. The nature of the material existence is continuous flow.
Flow. Mm.
It is not stagnated. It is only my misunderstanding that makes it stagnated. I think of that person as my husband, my wife, my child, that person who insulted me. That is because I've fixed. It's like taking a snapshot. and saying that person. But in life, in existence, there is no such freezing. In material existence, there is no freezing. Like a river, it is continuously flowing. So to flow, you are needed. On you, consciousness, who's not flowing? Because if consciousness is also flowing, then there is a no way to know the flow.
Mhm.
So the flow is happening on you, and you are the flow also, because there is no other material that we have already seen. There is no other material than you for the flow to happen. So the flow is called as the Shakti, the consciousness is called as the Shiva. So Shiva Shakti. So life is a play of Shiva and Shakti.
Mm.
Is that clarifying, Ji?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that is perfectly right.
Yeah. So it's a like a eternal play. It's an eternal play. Through some instruments, consciousness becomes aware of itself. Through some instruments, it is in ignorance. So the game of life continues.
Correct.
So that is why there is no non-spiritual items. Everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual in life. Flow is an indicator of the consciousness. Through consciousness, you can become aware of the flow. So flow and consciousness are complementary to each other.
Correct, correct.
So
So without one, the other doesn't make a meaning. In that particular sense, we also need the instrument. We need the Shakti. It
no,
is.
no, 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 no. Please understand that statement. Why it is incorrect is, without flow, can consciousness exist?
Yes, it can.
Yeah. Which means
It is.
that
It
it is
exists.
it is independent.
Hmm.
For flow to exist, what is needed?
Consciousness.
Correct. So in that sense, there is a dependency between these two.
Hmm.
So ultimate reality, that's why is Nanu Nanembudu Nanalla, I Deha Manabuddhi Nanalla. Deha Manabuddhi is all about flow. Satchidananda Shivananu Nane. Ultimate reality is I am that pure consciousness. As pure consciousness, I am not flowing. But for flow to exist, consciousness is needed. Is this bringing clarity, Ji?
Yeah, definitely. But for me to experience that consciousness, I need the instrument.
Who are you in that equation? I am the owner of this body mind, some ego entity. So for the ego entity, yes, it is appropriate to claim. Yeah, for me to become aware of the consciousness. It is like imagine a picture where there is consciousness, there is you, the ego entity. So for you to become aware of the consciousness without the instrument, it is not possible. But ask the question, is the ego entity conscious? Is the ego entity conscious? Is it
No,
conscious by itself?
no, no.
No.
It depends on the
It
consciousness.
depends on the consciousness. So it is getting its power from consciousness, and it is claiming I am consciousness, I am conscious. The ego entity thinks I am conscious. A pure misunderstanding. The story that you know, right, in Vedanta, a king goes on vacation and he says to his minister, for the next few months, you are going to be the king. So when the king is away, the minister is now acting like the king. Everywhere, his darbar is happening. And there comes a day when he comes to know that the king is coming. And now he has to step back and be the minister. So it is like that. The ego is that minister. He has no power by himself. He pretends he has power.
Mm. Correct. That's
Yeah.
true.
Saramanji, you want to take up these other questions and then share your viewpoints, Ji?
Yeah. So the difference between nature and attribute. So the example, the best example is the water. Right? Then the nature of water can be said that it is cool, and while the attribute um, mm, attribute is something that should I say, it's not the natural one, which is at like at a given place we call it a river. The same water we call it ocean.
Whatever is exhibited through flow is attribute. Whatever is exhibited by consciousness is true nature.
Is
That is why the Kavi is referring to here the dharma. Dharma is part of the
nature.
flow.
Hmm.
Whereas swarupam eva, swarupa, my own very nature is existence. That is nature. Nature means you cannot separate, just like how
Separate. Correct.
light and sun cannot
It
be
is
separated.
inherent.
Inherent, correct.
Whereas attribute need not be like that.
Correct.
Attribute is the changing one.
Yeah, this is the one that cannot be altered. The nature.
See, someone is angry. That's a observation we make. Are they always angry?
Yeah, that's not their nature, but
But many people misunderstand. Many people say, it's my very nature. I'm a very angry person. That's my nature. Actually, they have not examined. That's why they're clinging on to the false notion that my nature is anger. If anything, your true nature is peace, bliss, love. That's your very nature.
but like how the water becomes hot by heating, then and that is again it's going to be temporary, right? Um, yeah, can you just go back, Kavijiji, like
The
how
shloka?
did he use it?
Yeah.
In the shloka. Yeah, existence is nature. My very nature, not an attribute. It cannot come and go.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, water can become hot, but it is going to like something will. It is going to be only for temporary time. But nature is
Hot, cold is appearance. Waterness is permanent.
It's
There is
permanent.
something called as a water, no?
Mm.
And that water, because water is there, you can make it hot or cold.
Yeah.
That waterness is equivalent of the existence. Like that in the ultimate analysis, because you are there, everything else is there.
Because I'm there. Because I am there, everything else is there. But I also want to ensure that they are not there as they are because of me. Again, it's independent, right?
Can you clarify what you mean?
Because I am there, the world is there, but the world the way it is not because of me. Can I say that?
No, the world the way it is because of the various gunas, right? That we already have seen. So the world exists the way it exists. It exhibits various qualities because of the three fundamental gunas, the sattva,
Mm.
rajo, and the tamo guna. That is what is appearing in various objects in different
In all
proportions.
different combinations.
Yeah, that is the attribute.
Mm.
The flow, so the inherent capacity. So in the flow, that is in the Shakti, in the Maya world, in the appearance world, in the material existence, for something to exhibit a certain quality, from where that quality is coming? From consciousness only. But those are not permanent, that is not part of the nature. It is a attribute. It appears and disappears. Heat, water is very hot. No,
Mm.
water is not hot. For now, water is appearing as hot. Water is not cold. For now, water is appearing as cold.
Yeah, but can I still say that water deviated from its nature for a
No,
moment?
water has not deviated because nothing has happened to water.
Yeah.
Even when it becomes cold or hot or gaseous or liquid or frozen, nothing has
But the
happened to
final
water.
entity of the water has deviated.
What?
Uh, final how do I final entity meaning the water plus at that time that it has got an attribute at the time, right? It is hot.
Hmm.
That uh, maybe water may not see it as an attachment, but why I'm coming to this is my nature is bliss, but like how something changes the nature of water from like too hot, the world
So there's a
changes
correction to be made
my
in that
nature.
statement.
uh, mm.
Nature of water hasn't changed.
Nature of water hasn't changed, but how do
And,
I put
and the
it?
mistake is in thinking that the nature of water has changed.
Uh, uh, uh,
So your
but
bliss has never disappeared
disappeared.
because the connection is to the flow.
Mm.
See, when we think of existence, there are two parts to the existence, right? There is as consciousness, the very root of the existence,
Mm.
and
Mm.
the flow. Flow is
Mm.
dependent on the consciousness.
Mm.
By connecting to the flow, I mistake that whatever is appearing and disappearing in the flow is the change happening on me. That is the mistake. The appearance and disappearance of various attributes in the flow has no power to modify me. My fundamental nature, Sat, Chit, Ananda, is not getting modified. They're not modifiable. They're fundamental, inherent. Like how light cannot be taken away from sun, but I can use a some kind of a shade and reduce the amount of light coming to this room. And by looking at this room, I cannot simply say that, oh, see, I have now made sun disappear. No, I have
Mm.
not made sun disappear. It's only a temporary modification, but to sun, nothing has happened. And to his light nature, nothing has happened.
So I am bliss, and the anger may be there as an attribute at one point, but good thing is it cannot be there forever because that is not my nature, so it will go.
It'll go.
Right? So anything else that comes has to go because that is not my nature.
That is not my nature. Exactly.
So that is a good news. I was trying to see how it can be avoided, right? But yeah, what is not me can come, but good thing is it will go also.
And more and more, you see yourself as that which always exists.
Mm,
See,
mm,
sometimes, you may hear somebody say, I'm very upset. There is a lot of
mm,
stress.
mhm,
Though I hear Vedanta, lot of stress is there. So that is only because the stability of what? Who I am actually.
mm, mm,
I have to, from where am I seeing life? Am I seeing life standing in the flow as part of the flow? Then I'm going through ups and downs.
mm,
When I notice flow as a watchman,
mm,
then flow has no power over me. In fact,
mm,
flow has never ever had a power over me. But because I was so much involved in the flow,
mm,
I used to get upset. I used to get angry,
mm, mm,
irritated, stressed.
mm,
So, what is the difference? The difference is which viewpoint you're taking. From where are you seeing life?
mm,
If you're on the banks of a river, the flow is very nice. If you're in the river, you are being thrown here and there.
mm. You carry the attribute, your attributes change when you are in the river. When you're away, then like only nature exists. There is no attribute.
There is attribute. You can still notice the attribute. Oh, look, this wave is very tall. This wave is small. Oh, look, there is a fish coming. You're still able to notice, but
Mm,
you are not in the flow. You
mm,
don't get carried away with the feeling that, oh, this fish is coming, or this snake is coming in the water. What if it bites me?
mm.
You enjoy the flow.
You enjoy the flow.
You enjoy that throwing also.
Yeah.
Actually, I am experiencing that. It's nice. It's
Mm,
different.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
that's that.
It's
But why Vijay?
Yeah.
sorry,
No, go
Shilpaji,
ahead, go
please
ahead,
go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead, Shilpaji.
Uh,
Shilpaji wanted to ask.
Sorry. But why Vijayji? If our very nature is blissful, why we have to struggle a lot to understand that?
No, we don't have to. It is all to do with how much of dust we have gathered.
Deviation we have done.
No, how much of dust we have gathered. See, it is like the scene from my window is as clean as how much dust I have on the window, right? So
Hmm.
once when I clean the dust, if the dust is very little, I can see clearly. So usually what happens, that's why um, with little children, when they get into Atmajnana, they get it just like this.
Ah.
And as adult, we have created lot of concepts in the mind. It is my own concepts that limit me. Am I willing to let go of my own concepts, my own uh, my own understanding of life, and to see life through the understanding that the rishis and the great gurus are bringing? That is the only difference. So that's why in Bhagavad Gita, the whole teaching starts after Sri Krishna. See, Sri Krishna has been known to Arjuna all along.
Hmm.
When does he start teaching?
Only when he was seeking for truth.
Even in Bhagavad Gita shlokas, the very first chapter is all about Arjuna saying, I don't like this, this is happening, that is happening, ayo, why this, all that worry, tension, is exhibiting. Then also Sri Krishna doesn't start teaching. The turning point is there is a shloka 2.7 where Arjuna says, Karpanya doshopa hatasvabhavaha pruchhami tvam dharma sammuda chetaha yat shreyah syan nishchitam bruhi tanme shishyeste aham shadhi mam tvam prapannam. Take me under your refuge, teach me that which is shreyaskara, that which is stable. I'm willing to now listen to you. All along, he has been with Sri Krishna. Never it occurred to him to talk to Sri Krishna about Atmajnana. Somewhere, this moment has put him into such a fragile situation that he feels, unless otherwise I have the knowledge of Sri Krishna. Somehow, Sri Krishna has been through so many ups and downs, but he seems to be so stable. Something must be there. Let me now understand. That realization dawned upon him at that moment, and he was willing to truly surrender. Shadhi mam tvam prapannam. That is the important attribute. So, that doesn't happen easily. As an adult, it is very difficult to surrender. Meaning what? What do I need to surrender? Not the body. It is not about going and touching somebody's feet. Surrender my own understanding. Am I willing to keep it aside and listen to the jnana of the great gurus and see how it is right jnana? That is the nature of Arjuna, which is the most celebrated attribute. Clear, Shilpaji?
Yeah, yeah. That is why I always feel Rajita ji has um, given that light to me to join this group, Vijay ji.
Nice, nice. But ultimately, you had to make the choice, and ultimately, right now,
Yes,
also, it is you who is making the choices in taking you through this evolution. So, yes,
yes.
the other person is very, very valuable. But if you are not willing, the evolution will not happen.
That never happened. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Padmaji, you were saying something.
Padmaji, are you there?
Okay, we'll wait.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
So, is there
so
anything more
that's
to
the
add, Sarvanji? And
nature and attribute. I think
you're clear?
perfect. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wonderful.
And that definitely something I have to remember and implement every day.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you. Anupamaji, you want to take up the next question? Why is space taken as example?
Vijayji, this we have already discussed in the class now. Why we take up the example of space.
Yeah. So, can you share your view?
Because space is infinite, just like myself. It is limitless, and it also reflects the what is that different shades in the sun and in the dark, but it is still there. Just the appearance only change for my eyes. So similarly, the self is the pure conscious is limitless, and simply it appears to take up the roles because of ignorance, the misunderstanding in the mind.
That is why space. Uh, just for the sake of discussion, anything else could have been taken. So, for example, mm, say air. Nobody knows how large or how small the air is. Air also could have been taken as an example. Any reason why space?
when we take up air or fire or earth, that a difference is cannot be seen, like picking up roles. See, in the sky we see stars, we see clouds, we can see different shades of color, uh, um, and what all things are visible, but it is visible, that is not actually the space is beyond that, no. All these are projected in the space. But in case of air, the first thing, we cannot see air, you can just experience air. So the projection is not visible to understand.
Very nice. Because here, we need to understand the existence part of it. What is dependent on what? It is very easy to understand. In space, things appear and disappear. And Padmaji is saying it is attributeless. You want to expand on that, Padmaji?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. So that is my thought. Like when Anupama ji mentioned about fire or anything else, any of the other five elements, it has a certain amount of um, attribute. Space is the only one that is having all the qualities that we associate with the infinite. One is it cannot be comprehended by the mind, it is beyond the comprehension of the mind. It is also infinite, like she mentioned already. It is like me, it is like the vastness cannot be comprehended by the mind. And it is attributeless, right? Uh, Only with the placement of the objects can space even be uh, uh, I can't even use the word visualize. You can have some understanding of space.
Yeah, yeah. If there were no objects, space cannot
You
be seen.
wouldn't, you wouldn't know that there is space. Yeah, yeah. So that's why I said it is attributeless. And Brahman is like that. I am like that. So all the other things appear in that and disappear from that. But that is the everlasting,
Here,
unalterable.
attributeless can be seen in terms of whatever may be the object, whatever may be the quality of the object, doesn't
Hmm.
affect the space.
Correct. Yes.
The
It is different from that space.
uh,
Yeah.
and the nature of the space is, like how Kavi says, spaciousness.
Hmm.
Great. You want to then take up the next question, Padmaji? Most of the shlokas refer to the truth by showing what is not truth. Is there a
Oh, I,
reason?
I I I actually thought that was the best question of today. I think Shilpaji got it. Yeah. Yeah. So most of the shlokas refer to truth by showing what is not truth. Is there a reason? Okay. The fundamental reason is what is not truth is what we are seeing all the time. So by negating that, it is easy for you to at least make sense of what is the truth. So here, by truth, it is referring to pure consciousness, or what we just now took an example. We can connect it with space. So uh, everything appears and disappears in the space. So everything that appears is not truth. It is changing. It is not permanent. It is temporary. So that is the reason, to comprehend the infiniteness, we can only remove what is changing. What is When we remove slowly the objects from the space, there is only space, but still it is not easy for the mind to comprehend that. However, what the objects are easily comprehensible. That is why we start negating that. So by negation it is easy. That is why in the shloka which we took up yesterday also, nanu nanambadu nanalla, Guruji is pointing out only towards what I am not. when he is pointing out towards what I am not, which is evident for you, which you can make sense of through your logical thinking, logical mind, then what you are is there is a pointer towards that. So that becomes clear when you start seeing I am not this body, then am I the mind? I am not this mind also, then am I the intellect? Like that, when you question one by one, layer by layer, and as each layer gets negated, what remains is just existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another viewpoint I can add is usually in any teaching, you need to start where the student is. And someone who comes to Atma Jnana, what is their understanding of life? I am this person
And
and
the
there is the
BMI.
world. Yeah. So you need to start where the student is. It is easier to go from there and by negating, because that is their day-to-day experience of life. So from day-to-day, their own
Yes.
experience, you need to help them to go deeper into their own true nature. So Shilpaji, is this pointer by Padmaji making sense to you?
Yes, yes, absolutely, Vijayji. She has very well explained because we are so much covered with dust. It is easier. It is better to remove dust one by one.
Yeah.
Because we can't even imagine the dustless thing just like that. Maybe if we take an example, let's say a child. If we tell child you have to be good, they won't understand. When they do some mistake, when we say no, this is not the way to do, then they will understand. Okay, then they can relate it to even similar instances when how to handle. It's very clear, Vijayji.
Excellent.
Good was
There
also a
is
label put
one.
by us.
Yeah.
Yes, there is one example, Shilpaji, which Sir used to bring earlier. There used to be a picture of a glass filled with, really muddy water, and one you cannot pour the content out. Okay, so what is the other way you can clean that water? Is by adding more and more clear water. As you keep adding, it will finally dilute and become very clear, like the clear water that you're pouring out.
Yeah, maybe for children less pure water, for elders more pure water is needed.
Yeah, because the glass is very dirty, right, at
Yes.
our end. Yeah.
Yes.
So the amount of clear water will also depend on how dirty that glass of water was.
Yes.
Or is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice. And Kamlaji, would you like to take up the last question? How there is no existence apart from me?
Vijayji, I will try, okay. So why it is completely when we see everything as Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, then we cannot separate, there is no duality, right? So how I can explain this is when we understand completely that my inherent nature is that consciousness and Atma, and it is all pervading, and whatever comes and go is not me, that we have to imbibe in ourselves. So when we reach to that stage, then there will not be any difference between you and me. Now how this difference is coming is because that we separate ourselves from everything. We have association with whatever we see and in this manifestation or attributes of the Atma, and that's because of that we feel that the difference. But over a period of time, when we get this Atma Jnana, and we through Nidhi Dhyasa, when we get into a stage that um, we truly become that nature, then we will not see any difference between we. There will not be any duality, right? So then everything is one and the same.
So is there anything that exists outside of you? Is there a tree, mountain outside of you?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's there.
Outside of you.
See, Vijayji, so as of now, whatever I see as an object and subject, that duality is there. But
Sure, that's okay. There is an object and there is a subject. But the
uh,
question is the object, any object,
mm,
any object, it could be a mountain, it could be a river, it could be a tree, it could be another person, is any object appearing outside of you, the subject?
no, it's all in. So everything is one and the same in the sense that
No, that is
it
separate.
is
That is
existing.
separate. The question is very simple.
Uh,
Is the object outside of you the subject?
the object outside of me?
Is any object, whether tree or mountain or another person, whatever, right? Is any
Yes,
object
everything is inside me only,
is
in
all
my mind.
inside of you, right?
Right.
Now the existence, when we say exists, something exists, the nature of existence. So there is a material existence. And we already discussed the material existence is constantly changing. It's a flow.
Right.
Yeah. So from where the material existence is getting its nature of existence, it feels as if it exists, right?
Correct, Vijayji.
From where it is coming?
Then there is no such a different object. It's all my own creation.
So the very
It's all
existence of
mine.
you is
Uh,
is is uh, is given to that object, and
mm,
you are giving the existence to that object also.
correct. I am powering that.
You are powering that. So is there anything outside of you?
No, no, Vijayji.
That's the essential pointer of the question.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Is there any other questions, anybody? Any other points? Vidyaji, Deepaji, Nalini Amma, Rajitaji. Any other points or any other questions?
Vijayji,
Yes, Ji.
when we have becomes full, infinite, it doesn't move. Stillness,
Hmm.
no chalane. This is also quality of existence, no?
Correct.
No movement.
Because infinite
Huh?
itself means there is no other place to go.
Yeah.
So
So
when there is
just
no
like
other place to go,
water,
it has to be still.
no, water you are telling flow, 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 but Ananta, it can't move.
No, I did not say Anand, that consciousness is moving. I said there are two aspects to this existence. There's a material existence, which is the flow nature, Shakti nature. And Shakti is
Yeah.
dependent on the consciousness. Consciousness is
Yes.
infinite. Shakti is also
Yeah.
infinite, but Shakti appears in
Yeah.
different forms. And as
Yeah.
consciousness, there is no flow, there is no movement.
Yeah. No movement. Correct.
Yeah. Anything else, Amma?
To add
Nothing.
to
Yes,
Vijayji,
Rajita.
to add to Nalini Amma's thing, if you think space is infinite, so if you think of space all the time, then it is very easy for us to experience that the infinite nature. So usually Guruji used to teach space meditation also some time back. So through that we can it was easy for everyone sadhak to realize the infinite nature of the Atman.
If you have
So,
that recorded meditation, you can please share, Rajita ji.
yes, Vijayji. I will search that and I will
Yeah,
share it in the group.
sure.
Shunya meditation, Rajita ji.
No, in space meditation. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I will share
Yeah.
the recording.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
So it is like Brahmarakita Nyaya. Whatever you think of constantly, you become that. So that is the takeaway for me.
Happen, Rajita. It will going to happen. It will going to happen. Whatever you think, you will become that one only.
Yes, yes. So constantly think.
Huh?
ಹೇಳಿ. Yeah, please.
Experience. You take the example of Abraham Lincoln. When he was small, he used to write Abraham Lincoln P. Okay. Whatever you are concentrating on that one, no, pointing out to that one, you will become that one. P means he has become president. See, that how we are giving focusing this thing. It will go. It should happen, no.
Yes,
Focus.
yes. Very
Focus
nice.
is
Very nice. Kamlaji, were you able to say something?
No, Vijayji.
Okay.
There was a problem, so I left and joined back.
Oh, okay. Vidyaji, is there anything to share from your side?
No, Vijayji, I joined late. I will watch the recording.
All right.
Vijayji, that's the term dharma in the shloka.
Yeah. Correct. Yes, Anupamaji.
So suddenly, why dharma is popping up here? That is the question.
Dharma means what? Dharma means a conduct. Conduct means what? In the life. And life means what? Flow. So that is why it's an attribute. Dharma is a function of the flow. How you should be in the river, how you should swim in the river is dharma. That is an function of the river. If you're in the ocean, the dharma of how to swim is different. So it is a function of the appearance or the attribute. So that is why it is part of the flow nature of the existence. It is an attribute, appearing and disappearing, part of the nature. Is that clarifying, Anupamaji?
Meaning actions, no, Vijayji.
Meaning
The
actions. Yeah, dharma means, the conduct, right? Actions. And actions are always in the...
Because most of the time humans are prone to attach to the actions they are doing and take up the doership. So that is why here they are the Kavi has brought up that natu dharmo, I am not that, right?
So I am the non-doer. So to refer to the I am the non-doer, that I am that pure consciousness, and the doership is in the flow. So there is the reference to dharma.
Yes, Ji.
So creating that flow is very important, no, Vijayji?
What do you mean?
Or being in that flow.
Understanding the flow is important. Flow is already flowing, no?
Yes, flow is already there. So we need to catch that flow.
No, the flow is happening in front of you only all the time. It is not that you need to catch or do anything. You just have to
Example,
learn
Vijay.
to stand on the banks of the river and enjoy, rather than getting yourself in the water. That's all that means.
Okay, good. Nice.
When you think you are in the water, you are going through ups and downs.
Very nice. Correct.
Either that way you can think. Another way you can think is that you're sitting in a boat and simply So there is a wonderful dhyana shloka. Let me bring up that dhyana shloka.
So it means we want to become only CCTV, that's all.
Uninstall physical CCTVs.
Not
You
Sakshi.
can,
So what CCTV is doing, only it is observing, no, nothing else.
you can give any kind of a meaning to your life. What meaning you give is how you live. So see, this is another way of looking at this. This you may be aware of, Rajita ji. You want to chant this?
भीष्मद्रोणतथा जयद्रथजला गान्धारल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला घोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सुरणनधी कैवर्तक
Can you read
the
out the meaning?
battle of river with Bhishma. Yeah, I'm reading out that. The battle of river of Kurukshetra with Bhishma, Drona as the two banks, Jayadratha as the water, Shakuni, king of Gandhara, as the blue water lily, Shalya the crocodile, Kripa the current, Karna the mighty wave, Ashwathama and Vikarna as the dangerous alligators, and Duryodhana because they had Krishna as their ferryman. Very nice.
Sarvam Krishnarpanam is another way of living. All right. Is there any other questions or any other pointers anybody wants to bring up? Then let us end our today's session. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.